Well, ladies and gentlemen, you see it, you freaking see it yourself. What more, like, it's like, can this dude ever catch a freaking break? Can Corey catch a freaking break, bro? Holy fudge. You can't make this up at all. Like, I actually don't know, Jesus. I really don't blame him if he just quit YouTube. I really don't. I don't blame him. I really don't blame him if he just called it quits. He did enough. He his goal. He had 10 million subscribers. He can hang up the jerseys. I wouldn't be surprised if this be his last year. Cause it's just more and more just allegations after allegations after allegations. Almost every freaking 3 weeks or every month. This is just freaking crazy. Now his best friend, or used to be best friend, making another video. I never watched his video a couple years ago why they wasn't friends anymore, but they're not friends anymore. I don't know why, but you had to bring up the situation again and again and again. And another name, the girl, I think is Pan. It is Panda Ninja. I heard this name before. I forget what she did, but I definitely heard this name before. But what? I actually need to see what is he talking about in this video. I'm not watching this whole thing. You got me myself. You got me watching the whole thing. I'm gonna be honest. I really can't blame him if he don't upload every year. I really don't. This dude can catch a break. Y'all can't get off his tip. Like, it just don't stop. It just won't stop. Oh, gonna be another allegations. Another allegations about, I don't know, something stupid. First it was him looking at a girl's butt for good freaking second. Like, none of us do that. Cause guys do that. Even girls do that. You telling me if Cardi B walked past you, you ain't gonna take a quick peek? Don't lie now. Don't lie now. Even though I know it's fake and all, but you ain't gonna take a quick peek like, wow, that crap fake as heck. Let's be honest now. Let's be honest. You gonna take a quick peek at that. Don't lie. And now another allegations about his ex. I seen a bit on social media, that freaking stupid stuff, just to have the allegations be fake in like 8 hours. Freaking OP community that he got right there. And now I don't know what the heck is this. I don't even know what the heck he gonna be talking about, but I'm talking too much. Let me just see what the hell he talking about, cause he didn't have to freaking upload this. He really didn't have to. Y'all stop being friends for a long time.
Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Angelo, but most of you know me by Mav Attack or Mav. I've seen some alarming evidence these past few weeks, and I'm speaking in support of the victims who have recently come forward about some concerning behavior regarding a previous friend of mine who a lot of you may know as CoryxKenshin. Cory and I met in 2014 and soon after became best friends for years until I cut ties with him in 2023. In March of 2023, I released a video on my channel explaining a few of the reasons why he and I were no longer associating or going to be doing collaborations anymore, as I thought I was done creating videos for a few years, but wanted to return to the Mav Attack channel. The video was met with a lot of love and appreciation for my contributions to our numerous collaborations throughout the years, as well as listening listening to my story and experience being best friends and business collaborator with one of the biggest creators on the YouTube platform. The response, however positive, brought a wave of harassment and toxic behavior to my comments, even going so far as to target my wife's social media accounts and the accounts of anyone looking to speak out in support of me.
I will say that's a bit too far. Yeah, don't do that. That's doing too much. Don't freaking attack his wife, or if he got kids or his family. Don't do that. That's just doing too much. Yeah, I'm pushing it way too far, man. Don't do that.
He's simply expressing my truth. My video wasn't intended to badmouth or run a smear campaign against Cory, and in fact, I mentioned how I believed he was still a good person at the time. In the video from 2023, I mentioned details such as how I never cared about what he did for his success, and I just wanted to enjoy time with the person I connected with before his channel truly blew up. I also expressed frustrations at the time and vented to a friend of mine who Cory had a previous fling with about how Cory wasn't interested in speaking publicly about people harassing his close friends and family during his long content breaks. This friend of mine at the time would post about Cory on a gossip website while mentioning me by name, which I felt I needed to come clean to Cory about. He forgave me for it. I just wanted to be free from the public thinking we were still close and hounding me, even up until that point, about where Cory was. While there were positive comments, I dealt with numerous forms of harassment. Harassment that included insults, threats against my safety, and even claiming that I was a white man trying to weaponize sympathy against a black man, which, if you knew me, you would know that I'm an ethnically ambiguous person of color. In my experience, this was an attempt to try and invalidate my identity, trauma, and personal experience as an individual who isn't afraid to be vulnerable and allow my emotions to come through regardless of the public perception. The same harassment I dealt with in the 2023 video is the same harassment I spent years dealing with prior, trying to make a—
Yeah, don't do that. Don't harass somebody just because they broke off the leash. They're not friends anymore. Don't harass somebody. Don't send death threats. Don't do that, man. If they not friends anymore, they're not friends anymore. I don't have to freaking send death threats, harassment for years. It's absolutely crazy, man. Leave this dude alone, man. This dude barely uploads anyway. Y'all still saying they hate to him. Just leave him alone. He don't even upload like that. Leave this dude alone, please.
A business and name for myself, all while dealing with personal issues and being bombarded by comments harassing me about when Cory is going to return from one of his many lengthy breaks from YouTube. Part of my issues with Cory that were communicated and shut down by him were when he would step away from YouTube without updating his obsessed audience. I'd then reach out to ask him if he could post on social media saying he's okay and to leave his friends and family alone, which would always conclude with him saying that's just how he is. He was going to do what he wanted regardless of how much it would hurt the people he claimed to love and care for. A couple common misunderstandings taken from this video were that I never communicated with Cory about his breaks and the harassment I was facing, and instead posted it on the internet, when in reality, I spoke about it with him multiple times throughout the years, even expressing it in YouTube videos, which are all up on my channel. The public wanted to run with the narrative that Cory was the one who cut off the connection with me, when in fact, I was the one that cut ties with him because I had had enough. I was the one who decided that the friendship no longer served my best interests, and I distanced myself with him for good, instead of allowing myself to remain at arm's reach.
I
had also mentioned in the video, which was set to private only a few days after it was posted, due to it reaching nearly an overwhelming 700,000 views, that I held frustrations towards him for taking parts of my creative ideas in my videos, which I felt he was using to help further establish and push his own personal brand. This issue was brought up to Cory during one of our last few times speaking on the phone, which he admitted to doing and apologized for. I wasn't the only person who not only fell victim to the ravenous fan base that CoryxKenshin had accumulated, but also, from my view, the neglectful and unempathetic person that Cory is behind the scenes. Cory's brother, Certified 8K, posted a YouTube video back in 2020 titled The Truth, where he expressed his sadness and disappointment and lack of motivation to enjoy creating YouTube videos due to an invasion of comments asking for Cory's whereabouts.
I texted my brother probably like 2 weeks ago, and I showed him all the comments, all the spams I was getting on my channel, and then I'm just put in the video of what he said, guys, and honestly, I already knew he was about to say that. I already knew. I just texted him and told him just to see if he was aware. I already knew he was gonna say. That's my brother. I've known him all my life, 16 years. I've known exactly what he was gonna say.
The reason I've brought up this video in particular is that in the first few minutes, Certified AK discusses Cory's hiatus and proceeds to mention how he texts Cory asking for help, and Cory told him that it's not his responsibility to address Certified AK's community, which I personally believe mostly came from Cory, and that it happened to Mav.
Weird while we bringing up his brother, but okay. Ain't this video about you and Panda? I don't know why you bringing up his brother. I really don't know why. I mean, obviously, this CoryxKenshin little brother, they, you know, his community gonna ask where he at and everything. No surprise there. But, I do agree about that. What Cory said right there.
And it's especially gonna happen to you. Knowing that I was one of the closest people to Cory while dealing with the same harassment as another helped validate all of the anguish I had endured. However, I find it disgusting that this behavior and harassment had to happen to a minor at the time. My wife, Lady Plague, who previously went by Rolam, was also subjected to numerous forms of harassment, such as degrading her character and career, and even receiving death threats for simply speaking out in support of my experiences. I was frustrated that others were being just as affected as me, and in hindsight, it would have been easier to stop collaborating and cut ties with Cory earlier on, but when you believe things with your best friend are good, and you're working side by side together, it's hard to see the bigger picture and easier to tolerate the harassment. Once the internet was done reacting to my video in 2023, I thought that was the end of it. Regarding the recent assertion that came out from an ex-girlfriend of Cory's, I would like to first start off by saying I'm extremely saddened and hurt to hear that there are not only friends and family, but romantic relationships which were also impacted by Cory's selfish behavior. Recently, Panda Ninja, who was an ex-girlfriend of Cory's, spoke out about her.
Really? I never knew that. What? Really? I actually never knew that. What? What? That's her? I never knew that. Wow. I still don't know why you bringing it up. I mean, she said that it was all fake. I don't know why he bringing this whole thing up again. But okay, this is a very young CoryxKenshin right here. This is like, I'll say like, I was like a good million, maybe like lower than that subscribers. CoryxKenshin right here, maybe even lower than that. I don't know how long they've been since. I don't know how long since they broke up, but this is a very young CoryxKenshin. People can change. I think he agrees that he messed up. He fucked up on what kind of boyfriend he was. I mean, I think she said they joke around about stuff like that. I mean, if they joke around stuff like that, they joke around stuff like that. I guess that's their sense of humor. That's what's cool with them. But I never knew that.
Time being with him.
That's crazy. He brought his whole ex into the video. That's crazy.
And off through the years from 2016 onward, providing videos, screenshots of text messages.
I'm just reading that. That's all.
Message conversations and her perspective of their time together. I met Panda in August of 2017, where myself, Panda, and Cory all spent time in person. Not only did I meet Panda, but I got to see her and Cory's chemistry around each other. Based on my own personal conversations with Cory and my time around both him and Panda, I believe her account and confirm that the messages align with what I witnessed. I can confirm that the screenshots she provided when telling her story are in fact true, and Cory's behavior and language seen in the text message.
Cory, cuz? No way. Well, this is a young Corey, but like, yo, you said I'm trying to. That was a Jug G's law. I was just asking. Never heard cuss before. That's why it threw me off. What? Is this on Xbox or Discord? I think this is on Xbox. That's funny. But he says a joke. But that's funny. He said, I'm trying to fool. Oh, that's funny. Dang. That's funny.
Are in fact real. Not only are they real messages, but what wasn't publicly shown in the text thread mentions my name as one of the people who Cory informed of his and Panda's
Jesus, do I even want to freaking read all this? Why are we breaking this up? She says fake. It's fake. Not to bother me, blah 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 blah. Let us know how you feel. If you blah 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 blah. Cory seems like a quiet person. He don't speak too much on how he felt. He don't want to worry people. I can understand that. He don't want to worry his friends and everything how he felt. He don't want to come back. I mean, if he wanted to, he could come back, make a video how he felt and everything. He's not trying to make anyone worry too much about him or anything like that. Cause he make videos to make people day better. He not trying to make videos to make people sad, depressed or anything like that. He just there is people like that. Sometimes he don't want to. I can understand that he don't want to tell people how he felt, how he feels and everything. He want to keep personal things to the side. If he need to take a break, clear his mind, he need to take a break, clear his mind. It's fine. I mean, it's cool if he tell a few people, but I'm glad he told somebody. Cause sometimes you just can't keep things to yourself,
relationship at the time. Once Panda's story blew up online, she faced multiple forms of harassment such as doxing and even received death threats for simply expressing her truth. Her story wasn't what many people claim to be a nothing burger, making videos disingenuously presenting Panda's story, showcasing a lack of care for a very serious circumstance. In Panda speaking out, she set forth the openness and strength for others with similar stories to step out of the shadows. Shortly after Panda's story circulated, another woman reached out to Panda with more proof of Cory's terrible behavior with women, disregarding personal boundaries, and even going so far as to have close friends keep tabs on what these women were saying and doing on their social media accounts. In 2015, I received a YouTube DM from a woman who was close friends with Cory at the time, asking for clarification about their friendship, wondering if there was more of a romantic interest by the way he would speak to her. I couldn't provide any clarity though, and I didn't think much.
I don't got time for this. I really don't. At this point, I don't know. I don't know if I can even finish this video. I don't know if I can even finish half of this crap. Cory needs to come back and freaking make a video, freaking explaining what everything is going on in this video at this point. I'm not CoryxKenshin at all, but I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe at this point. Just want to let everybody know I'm not believing. I'm in nobody's side. I'm just in the middle. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's not real at all. I'm in the middle. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's not real. I'm just reading. I'm just seeing what's going on.
much of it at the time. A few years ago, she replied to a YouTube comment on her channel, updating someone about her and Cory's friendship, and stated that they weren't friends anymore due to him believing what a fan said about me and yelled at me for being a terrible person. Another person who I believe is a victim in all of this, who, out of respect for her privacy, I won't mention by name, is a woman I met early on in Cory and I's friendship, who happened to be a long...
I really do. I hate that so much. This is a so young CoryxKenshin right here too, but I hate that so much. Y'all, a couple years later, y'all now want to come out and say stuff. I hate that so much. Why you didn't come out and say this when time happened? When it happened. I hate that. Like, you just don't want to say this now that he more popular, got more clout now. I hate that so much. It's like a girl got slapped by her boyfriend 5 years ago, and now she just don't want to freaking tell her best friend, oh, my boyfriend been abusive for good 5 years. I just haven't been tell you for 5 years. What? And he's still with the guy. I hate that so much. Like, speak up. It's just, you have to wait for somebody to speak up for you so that you can come out of your cage and speak up. I hate that so much. Like,
time on and off high school girlfriend of Cory's. In between all of his questionable relationships with women, it seemed to me there was always...
He is bringing up personal crap. He bringing up... Oh, this is crazy. This is diabolical. He bringing up so much personal stuff. Holy fuck. Oh my lord, boy.
Someone he could fall back on. I recall one situation where Cory had a random woman come out to his house when his
Oh my god, like, yo, like, jeez. Yo, chill out.
Came over unannounced and awkwardly found Cory and the woman in his bedroom. This is just...
Oh my lord, this got to be fake, cause what the heck, bro? This got to be fake. What is going on in this video? I'm only 8 minutes into the video. What is this, man? He is speaking out. He is coming out of the closet. Like I said, I don't know what he's saying, true or not. I'm just here watching the video and getting my reaction. That's all.
The subtle glimpse into how Cory treats his relationship with women. In my view, Cory often disregarded the emotions and boundaries of people around him, especially women, treating relationships casually and selfishly. I felt the need to write a statement to help further validate the victim's experiences, and in my experience, this was psychological manipulation and emotional abuse. It's been difficult to reconcile the public image you've built, one centered around faith, morality, and Christian values, with the private behavior I and others have personally witnessed over the years. In my experience and personal interactions, there's a deep disconnect between the public persona you've cultivated and the conduct I observed in private settings. Utilizing a family-safe brand image to attract children and people who may not know any better is disgusting in my eyes. I believe all you care about is yourself and protecting your brand image. I don't believe you care about your audience, and I sure don't believe you care about your friends or your family. This is...
Really? You think that? You think he don't care about his community, friends, and family? You think that? You can believe whatever you want, Math. You can believe whatever you want, but oh my god, now I think about it, he might just strike my video reacting to this. This is, oh god, I might just get copyrighted. Man, he might just give me a damn strike. I'm just reacting to the crap. That's all I'm freaking doing. Man, jeez, I don't know how.
Isn't about trying to dirty Cory's name, because I believe he's done that himself to anyone who has ever seen past his facade. This video isn't about clout or trying to build or gain anything from his name or platform. There was a point in time where I truly thought Cory was a good person, but as time has gone on and more people have received personal traumas due to his actions, I felt I needed to speak. Mental and emotional abuse are very much a real thing that is typically not taken seriously by society at large, especially when it comes from a woman's voice. Just because someone isn't physically abused doesn't mean we get to take the victim's voices lightly. What I have personally witnessed and gone through, and what others have shared, all mirror emotional abuse to me. The last text Cory sent me mentioned that he was hopeful to change and repair things with his mother, because the same anger he had towards me, he held against her, and maybe their relationship wouldn't have to decay the same way ours did. Not only do I believe that you haven't changed, but from my perspective, you continue to misuse the influence you've been given, taking advantage of situations and people when it suits you. In my experience, your behavior has followed a deeply harmful pattern that echoes emotional and psychological manipulation, all the while being enabled by the ones so dedicated to keeping your name in a good light. You've given millions the false impression that you're a man of God and that you're a beacon of light, and from my perspective, the culture surrounding your platform mirrors the harm I believe you've caused behind the scenes, reflecting a pattern of disregard towards women, close friends, and those who once trusted you, including myself. Cory's fanbase has at times engaged in patterns of misogynistic harassment, particularly towards women and those who speak critically or share personal experiences. While creators can't control every follower, the absence of public acknowledgement from Cory has contributed to a climate where this behavior is often left unchecked. In my experience, this is a massive parasocial problem, and Cory's fanbase is a huge example of the lengths people will go to defend someone they know absolutely nothing about. I also do not fault Panda for reacting the way she did after her experience was shared. People who are on the outside looking in will never truly understand the attention and scrutiny you'll face when dealing with a massive slice of the internet, especially when speaking your truth about a large figure in that space, and how easy it is to spiral, causing one to potentially change information on their account, hide content, or even deactivate altogether. You can't know how to handle or manage when you're going through that constant pressure, especially if you've never experienced anything like that, which most of you have not. I followed a similar pattern as Panda with my 2023 video, not knowing how to handle all of the voices and opinions from the public at large, feeling isolated, alone, and lost. Something that big can cause you to not think and just act due to the shock of circumstance and how much of an impact your words may have. Large platforms should be utilized to help the world, not be kept quiet and in the shadows only when it's convenient for the person running them to benefit from it. I want to address one last thing about my video from 2023. A lot of people tried to push the narrative that I was jealous of Cory's success or that I was a clout chaser. From everything I've seen, that couldn't be further from the truth. Panda showed me a conversation she had with Cory. He was spending time with Dashi, a close friend and collaborator.
Why are you bringing him up to this? Why are we bringing up Dashi? Got nothing to do about this. He got nothing to do about this. Get him out of He have nothing to do about this. Nothing. Why he bringing up Dashi name into this? Why?
Of his, and brought up how rich Dashi is, how he wasn't as rich, while also being annoyed that Panda admired Dashi. To me, that was
but I'm not speaking much because how unbelievable this is. Making a 42-minute video. You finally coming out saying all this. When Panda did this, trying to, I guess, expose Cory. Yeah, you got the receipts and everything, but I don't know for sure or not. Cory needs to freaking explain what the freak is going on. All of this going on. Because this is just, I don't know what to believe at this point. I don't believe it. Sorry, he needed to come out and freaking say something. That's the best way you can handle the situation right now instead of staying quiet. I don't know what to believe at this point. Freaking, you got your fans an investigator like they in the FBI or something trying to figure this out with this freaking. I don't know. I don't know. This dude he's trying to get Cory booted. Wow.
Was revealing. It suggested that instead of being confident in the friendship, he compared himself to someone close to him and turned it into a point of tension. I bring up Dashi for two reasons. First, because I've personally met and hung around him on multiple occasions. Second, because if I were close to someone who carried feelings of inadequacy into their friendships, I'd want to know. From my perspective, Cory sometimes leveraged his relationship with Dashi in ways that felt unhealthy. It wasn't just casual name dropping. It came across like he was using it to provoke Panda, to test her, even to create arguments. The effect was that even something as simple as a birthday wish could turn into a conflict. In my view, that shows a pattern of emotional manipulation, not for connection, but for control. That's why I believe it's important to talk about. Because when you see someone consistently using situations or people to create distance instead of closeness, that's not just insecurity, it can be damaging to the people around them. I was never jealous of Cory's success. Jealousy isn't telling Cory's community.
Don't lie now. Not one time. Not one time, man. Not one time, man. We can come out clean now. I mean, you already saying all this what you're saying now. Not one time you been jealous of what he been doing. Not one. You can be honest now. You might as well come out the closet, man. Just to be honest. Hey, man.
Off while still wanting to work with and enjoy my time with him because he was my best friend, even though I hated the toxicity of his community. I believe wanting to see the fruits of my hard work and labor day after day is not being
about that. His community got more toxic. I don't know who these new people and who these people who's been his fans for years, but we can agree for the people who've been watching Cory, who just not been watching Cory and watching Cory for years, his community been pretty more toxic. Pretty more toxic in the past couple years now. Yeah, it's pretty been a bit more toxic. I've been seeing that a lot lately for the past couple years now. I will agree about that. His community is a bit more, half and half right now.
Jealous. I was never jealous of Cory. I'm taking this time to take accountability for not standing up for women because in the past, I was ignorant to them seeking help regarding Cory. Moving forward, I'm no longer letting those voices remain silent. I want to make it very clear that this statement is not an attempt to slander, defame, or cause harm to Cory. This is a statement rooted in my own experience, observations, and in support of those who've been affected, which is being shared in good faith and for the purpose of transparency, incitement of dialogue, and accountability. I felt manipulated by Cory's actions and emotionally harmed by how he treated me and others, and I believe that a public apology and acknowledgement is not only justified, but very necessary for healing. Thank you so much.
Really? You want public apology? Like I said, there's always two stories. There's always two stories. You can't just always hear one side of a story. We got to hear Cory's story. We can't just all agree. We can't just all agree one side. You got to hear both sides, and you got to choose a side. Right now, I can't. I don't know who to believe. Yeah, he's kind of beating a dead horse of freaking just finally coming out and saying this. Don't get me wrong. I need to hear Cory's side of the story, man, because I don't believe this is all real. This is just no way. This is no way. If this all real, I'll be flabbergasted. But I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Don't get me wrong. Some of these texts do look real, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to believe.
So much for hearing my voice. And now, standing side by side with me, here is Panda
shit.
Ninja, who has a few things to say. Panda, I want to thank you so much for your courage.
Get her out the stage. Tomato. Lie. Liar. Trying to get him booted. Liar.
And you speaking out and presenting everything in your story. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mav. I'm Panda, also known as Panda Ninja, the one you mocked, misquoted, and tried to bury under your projections. Guess what? I'm still here. Surprised to see us in the same video? Yeah, we figured. Instead of letting strangers rewrite the story, we're saying it ourselves. Direct and unfiltered. Awkward, isn't it? You weren't ready for this. This isn't about...
I don't know. I can't finish this. I can't finish this. I can't finish this now. I think I'm gonna be pausing a lot. I think I ain't gonna finish this video.
Canceling him is about accountability. Canceling erases people. Accountability forces them to face what they...
Racist. What? I'm gonna end this video. I'm about to end this. I'm about to end this. I'm getting there.
Done. If that feels like canceling, that's because nobody's ever held him accountable before. Here's the truth. He didn't need to put his hands on me to leave scars. He punished with silence. He messed with my head. Gaslit. Love bomb. Disappeared, then spun the story to make me look unstable. That was control. The way he treated me left me feeling mentally and emotionally abused. It wasn't just me. Others around him felt it too. Everybody swears they care about mental health until it's right in front of them. You can't claim to fight for it while weaponizing it against survivors. That's not support, and it's why so many shut up and suffer in silence. And no, I didn't post every detail. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. It means I was protecting myself from him and from the internet circus that never shuts the fuck up. Also, y'all ran with some essay shit I never even said. Not once, not hinted at all. But because reading is hard and critical thinking is extinct, you turn your own fake headline into a whole narrative. I said he didn't do that. I repeated it. The fact I had to say it over and over proves you weren't listening. You were twisting on purpose. Just because it wasn't essay doesn't mean it wasn't abuse. Doesn't mean it didn't damage me. If that still doesn't click, you're not confused. You're willfully ignorant. And I'm not here to babysit anybody through common sense. Nobody told y'all to run like dumbass.
I'm gonna have to take a walk after this. I just might have to take a walk after this. The best thing I can do is just sigh. I really don't have much to say right now. Just, Jesus. She gonna go off for this,
Just making up storylines and believing lies. I don't owe anyone any updates. Especially not people who only show up for the drama. You don't want truth, you want content. And because I don't post on your schedule, suddenly I'm hiding or lying. Bitch, please. It means I'm not desperate for attention like the rest of you. The same people calling me a clout chaser are literally the ones posting shit for attention. Y'all made hate videos, ran your mouths, and tried to go viral off me, but somehow I'm the fucking problem. As if the damage he caused wasn't enough, then came the fake accounts. Thread after thread of lies, posts with words I never said, messages I never wrote. Some even claimed I edited conversations. Like, that makes sense. Y'all couldn't even tell the difference between Xbox and Discord, dude. Then you went and made a whole Xbox account, or maybe you just recycled the one you already had. Who even knows? Either way, the desperation was showing because nothing screams we've got truth like faking accounts and inventing posts. All that effort just to make someone innocent look bad just to protect a person you think matters more. Strangers who knew nothing were pretending to be credible witnesses. They didn't solve anything, they just put his toxic fan base on display. And the funniest part, you call me weird, but nothing's weirder than strangers spending hours creating lies about someone they don't even know. YouTube, tell me again, who's weird? And the worst part, he chose to sit back and let it happen. This is the man who calls himself a Christian. He allowed harassment to happen in his name. He stayed silent while others did the fighting for him, and he built a brand on values he never lived by. Christian on Sunday, manipulator every other day.
Why did you date this girl, Corey? Huh? Why? I can tell she one of those with the freaking what's your zodiac sign kind of person. I can. Why did you date this girl, Corey? Come on, this is red flags off the bat. Look at the earrings. Oh no. I'm gonna give it like less than 5 minutes. Then I'm freaking done. If it just get worse, me freaking here, I'm just gonna forget it. This is just. I don't know what to. I just don't know. I don't have much to say because I don't know what the freak to believe. I don't know what not to believe. I don't know. I need Corey to freaking respond.
Tell me, what's Christian about that, fucking coward? And don't get it twisted. Bringing up his religion isn't crazy. He built that image himself, wore it like armor, used to sell himself as someone pure and untouchable. This isn't about belief. It's about behavior that never lined up with the values he claimed to represent. There's a difference. You don't have to believe me. Truth is, most of you never wanted to. You dragged me before I even had the chance to speak. And let's be real, nobody else came forward because they saw exactly how I was treated. They stayed quiet out of fear. And I can't blame them, really. When I went on lives to explain pushing through stress just to be heard, y'all ignored the words and clowned how I spoke. Like, that's what mattered. Let me spell it out for you since most of you clearly don't know me. Stress triggers medical conditions I live with. When my anxiety spikes, I stutter, always have, and I also deal with chemo brain, lasting side effect of cancer treatment that messes with memory and speech. That's why I chose to write. Even then, it wasn't enough. You guys complained, mocked me, you picked apart like my pain was entertainment, like I was nothing more than a sideshow for you to tear down. Some of you even said I was writing in poems. Let's be real. I write better than half of you stupid ass people anyway. Y'all just uneducated and just don't know how to do shit or read for that matter. I didn't do this for you. I did this for myself, for every person he damaged and tossed aside like they were nothing. You don't know me. You don't know who I've stood with, who I've buried pieces of myself for, or how deep the scars run from people like him. You don't even know the basics, my color, my food, my grind, my bloodline. Instead, some of you were ignorant enough to decide I must be white just because I'm light-skinned. Like somehow that would make it all less serious, like the damage wouldn't matter if you could erase my culture out of the story. That's racism. That's ignorance, and the funniest part, you were so wrong. I'm a minority, Asian and Spanish. You tried to strip me.
Hold on. I just gotta hear that one more time.
Matter if you could erase my culture out of the story. That's racism. That's ignorance, and the funniest part, you were so wrong. I'm a minority, Asian and Spanish. You tried to strip me of who I am just to fit your weak-ass narrative. And in doing that, you proved exactly why stigma like this exists. You showed your prejudice out loud. Meanwhile, this coward parades around and bragging about how he likes Latinas. Like that somehow excuses the way he treats them. That's who you defend. That's who you idolize. Some of you are way too comfortable running your mouths with no actual knowledge, considering none of you were there. You don't know the full story. You don't know the people involved, but you swear you understand what I've been through. You've clearly never been doxxed, cyberbullied, and harassed while trying to process trauma in real time, just to be told you're doing it wrong. People expected me to know how to explain something I was still trying to process while being watched, doxxed, cyberbullied, interrogated, and judged the entire fucking time. I didn't owe y'all shit, because who the fuck are you? Were you in the bed with me and him? Were you there when we were on our excursions? No.
Yeah, I think I'm done. They ain't backing off at all, as we clearly see. I don't know. I can't keep going. I actually can't keep going. Yeah, you're definitely right. We don't know you like that. We don't. You 100% correct. We don't know what was happening. We was not there. You're 100% correct. Don't get me wrong. You're 100% correct. Holy shit, man.
You weren't. I chose to speak for myself and for anyone else who's going through it or gone through it. Y'all already acting like rabid dogs off of vague sentences. You think I'm giving you more to chew on? Be for real. Gaslight.
Damn, she is talking shit. So many CoryxKenshin fans. Oh, fool.
Me at my weakest, they thought they could bully me into rewriting reality. But the truth was already written and it's not changing. And that 6-hour call some of you won't shut up about. Try getting one clean sentence out when your body's locked in fight or flight. When you're frozen, terrified to misspeak and fully aware every word is being dissected by people who already decided they fucking hate you. I've been used, lied to, walked on, and then
yeah. I think I watched good enough. I watched 21 minutes of it. I think I watched good enough. What the heck that said? There's a lot more that I can be brought up if that's a little necessary. There are other people who have experiences with Cory but wish to remain private at this moment until they comfortable enough to come out themselves. Yeah, it's probably gonna be my 25 times saying that. I need to hear both sides. I need to hear Cory's side, because I don't want to. I just don't know what. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. I really don't. I don't know what to believe. 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 Seriously. I need to hear both sides. I need Cory to confirm what they said was right, what they said was wrong. Go point by point and be like, okay, so that's right. Okay, she lied. I like, alright. But I need to hear both sides of the story. He needs to upload and speak out about something like this. I just can't finish this video. I just can't. I'm just gonna I'm having a whole brain fart right now. I hope y'all enjoy the video. I know a lot of y'all don't enjoy this video. I'm just here. Make sure to subscribe, comment. Do y'all believe this, or do you believe Cory was this kind of person? You think he don't care about his family, his friends, or y'all, or do you believe he do? Or you just unbiased, you just in the middle, and you just need to hear his story, his side of the story. Let me know. But yeah, I mean, not waste your time, and I hope you have my video 47 minutes. Jesus. Yeah, let me get out of here. See y'all.